to your girl's channel for another video, okay? In today's video, we're going to be getting into something that is pertaining to the weight gain journey. So as you guys know, your girl has been trying to gain weight, and it's like so important to me to achieve this. And now that I am finally actually getting somewhere and actually gaining the weight that I want, I decided to come on here. Why not go ahead and share with y'all how your girl getting thick, okay? So before I go ahead and get into those details, if you are not part of the CurlieCrys fam, I'm gonna need for you to do one thing for your girl, okay? And that is to smash that button down below. Smash that button down below. Hey, like you mean it, and join the CurlieCrys fam. We would love to have you here. So like I was saying earlier, today's video is going to be me talking about my weight gain journey and what I have been doing to gain the amount of weight that I have gained so far, okay? Because I am really proud of these accomplishments, y'all. Okay, your girl's getting thick. So let's go ahead and hop right into today's vid. So from the beginning of my weight journey to now, your girl has gained 17 pounds in a month and a half, okay? I went from 135 to 152, okay? So whenever I post about my weight gain on Instagram, I get so many questions from y'all, and I kept on saying I'm gonna share it, I'm gonna share it, I'm gonna share it once I'm ready, once I'm actually gaining the weight. And y'all, finally I am gaining the weight. I have been trying to gain weight, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people can relate to. I've been trying to gain weight since like high school, honestly. I was always so tiny, and I'm 5'10", by the way, so I'm 5'10", and I've always been very, very small, and I've never truly been happy with that. So it's really been a struggle for me, honestly, for years. And I know a lot of people who do want to gain weight, they have been trying to do this for a very long time. It's not just like an out of the blue type of thing. You typically have been trying to do this and have failed plenty of times. So that's what today's video is all about. Now, before I go ahead and like tell my whole story, I know you guys more so want to hear the products, what I've been eating, stuff like that. So let's get into that first, and then I'll tell you guys like my story if you care to even listen, okay, later on. So this time around, the thing that I did differently was I was, for one, more determined and focused, but also I tried so many things to where I was like, I have to try something, and it has to work. So I found a trainer on Instagram, and I'm gonna try to link up with that trainer to make a program or some type of to like collab for you guys, so you guys can know whose program I've been using. But basically this time around, the thing that I did different was calculated my calories. So before this process, I never thought calorie calculating was important. I always felt like that was just like an optional thing, but y'all, it's actually necessary. You need to calculate your calories so you can know what you need to eat per day and how many calories you need to aim for. So that's one thing that I did that was different. We're going to get into that also a little bit more. Another thing that I did was I ate more since I knew what those calories were. So I ate a whole lot of food, right? And then also go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. So the reason why the gym is so important is because since you're eating more calories, that extra fat that's coming from those calories, it's not going to go in the place that you want it to go automatically. So that's where the workout routine comes into play. Now, the way calorie calculating works is you put in your height, your weight, and your sex, and then it tells you how many calories per day you need to eat to gain weight regularly, to gain weight quickly, and to gain weight extremely fast. So I put all that in, and my number that spit out was 3106. So when I put it in, I was 135, 5'10", female, and it spit out 3,106 calories per day. Like, what? The average is 2,000 for each human, right? You gotta at least eat about 2,000 per day. No, mine was 3,106 since I wanted to gain weight, and I was so tiny. So in my head, I'm like, how am I gonna eat this much food? Well, that's where protein shakes come into place. You have to drink protein shakes if you're trying to get thick, sis, okay? If you're trying to get a little, you gotta drink the protein shakes, okay? You cannot get around it. Don't try, Drink the protein shakes. Now, the protein that I have used, because I'm seriously trying to put on this mass, is Serious Mass, okay? So I have been using the Serious Mass protein powder, And I'm gonna put some images of my before right now so you guys can see like what I was looking like, and just some pictures like over time since I was in like college and stuff, and how tiny I was. So the good thing about the Serious Mass protein powder is that it has 1250 calories per 2 servings, okay? Well, not per 2 servings, because one serving is 2 scoops. So per scoop, it has 625 calories, y'all. And you need to drink 2 of these per day. So in one day, I consume 2 scoops of this protein powder, and that gives me 1250 calories. And as you guys can see, this is more than a third of my daily intake calories just from the protein shakes alone. Which is why the protein shakes are so important, because if you're trying to gain weight, you probably have a hard time eating, okay? So these really help because you're drinking the calories versus eating them, you feel me? This has 50 grams of protein and 253 carbs per those 2 scoops. Now what I do, let me first of all show y'all the size of these scoops, because these scoops are huge, y'all. Like, look how big this scoop is. So this may look kind of small on the camera, but when you're putting 2 of these heaping scoops in your shake, it's a lot of like powder, right? So I don't just mix it with regular water or just regular milk. I actually go up a notch as well, so I'm able to consume it and it tastes good. So let me tell you guys what I typically put into my protein shakes. So I have 1250 calories from the protein powder alone, right? Then I take whole milk. I used to do almond milk, but whole milk gives me way more calories. Recently, I've been told that oat milk has a lot of calories, so I may try that out. But right now, I've been doing the whole milk, and it's 150 calories per cup, because this recipe is for 2 shakes in my one day, right? So I blend 2 of these with 2 cups of whole milk, so that's an additional 300 calories. And then on top of that, I use almond butter, y'all. Almond butter is life, and I do the fresh almond butter out of the store, and it comes in the little plastic cups. I use almond butter so much because I don't like peanut butter, but if you're trying to gain weight, you're gonna have to consume some type of peanuts, almonds, cashews, something. So almond butter is my preferred butter because it just tastes way better. So if you aren't a big peanut butter fan, try almond butter. So I put 3 scoops of almond butter, and you get 95 calories per scoop, okay? So that's a whole lot of calories. So I put 3 of those, and then I do an acai packet, which is just, acai is like a fruit. It's similar looking to blueberries, but it's not a blueberry. If you ever had an acai bowl, you know what I'm talking about. So I do 1 of these, and this is 70 calories per pack. 4 of them come in a pack like this, and I got it from HEB. Just check your local grocery store. And it's frozen, so I put that in there, and like I do a cup of berries. So whatever kind of berries I want. Now when I blend all that up,
delicious.
let me tell y'all, the protein shake is close to 2,000 calories. So I literally get 2/3 of my calories just from my shakes alone. Sorry y'all, so my big light went out, so I have to switch to my less preferred lighting, but we're gonna make it work. So with those shakes, I get 2/3 of my calories, y'all. That's a whole lot just from drinking a shake, right? So that's how I'm able to really keep up with that. Now, aside from my shakes, then I just eat some regular meals in between the time. For breakfast, I like to do the protein oatmeal. This one is 230 calories per pack, and I put some pecans in it, which pecans are really high in calories as well. So I put some pecans and then a fruit, and that's my breakfast. But I just basically have to make up those calories throughout the day, and I make sure that I'm eating the right amount. Now this protein oatmeal, y'all, is really good. It does not have a different taste, like a chalky taste or anything. It's really good. It tastes just like the regular oatmeal, but you get more calories. The way that I calculate my calories, I just write everything down right now, but there's plenty of apps that you can use to calculate your calories. But me personally, I just like to write stuff down right now, but I do plan on getting like an app tracker eventually to keep track of my calories. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's not an easy thing to do, mainly because you have to work out. You have to be dedicated if you want to gain this weight. And I'm so excited that I finally found something that works for me, but it's also why I want to share with you guys, because I've tried for so long, like I was saying earlier. The things that I've tried, y'all, I've tried the APETAMIN, which APETAMIN makes me so drowsy to where it's like I can't even deal, because I'm sleep for sure the first 2 days whenever I'm on APETAMIN. I'm knocked out, okay? You also get extremely hungry, but it's like I wasn't seeing the results. But then again, I also was not consistent and I wasn't eating the right amount of calories per day. So you can try to do a whole lot of things to try to maneuver and do a little quick this, that, and the third. But the bottom line is you have to eat. You have to consume those calories. And the reason being is because, well, let me just say this. I ain't a scientist, okay? I'm not a body doctor. I don't know all this stuff, but that's why I hired somebody who was good in nutrition to tell me what I needed to do, okay? So what she told me to do, based off her program, made sense. You eat more than you typically do, so you consume more calories, right? And all of that extra calorie that you consume, your body has no choice but to keep it in. And that's how you gain weight. You don't gain weight from all these other myths or whatever. You have to eat, and that's what I learned the hard way, basically. Because y'all, I bought the maca roots. I was buying all kinds of stuff thinking that it was going to help make me gain this weight, and the bottom line is I started to see the difference when I started to eat more. And the shakes, once again, if you have a hard time eating, try the shakes, okay? Because that way you don't have to, eat and chew that much stuff if you do have a hard time getting stuff down. Now, if you guys want to see a what I eat in a day type of video, or like what I eat just in general, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. I'll only do it if you guys really want to know. But that's my journey, y'all, and that's what I've been doing so far to gain this weight. And like I was saying on my Instagram, I was kind of hesitant to like make this video because honestly I was like, I didn't feel that qualified to make this video because I didn't feel like I had gained a substantial amount of weight. But honestly, I guess I have. Like, I really have gained a good amount of weight. Like, I went to my doctor today, actually, and she weighed me. The last time I visited was in January. So I got weighed today, and we get in the room, and she's like, did that scale say 152? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, it said 152. And she didn't say anything. And then I was like, what was my weight in January last time I was here? And she was like, it was 135. And I was like, oh, okay, good. I've been trying to gain weight. And then she was like, okay, good. Because if there wasn't a reason for this weight gain, I'll be worried. But okay, good. There's a reason. So it's like, it is a substantial amount of weight. It's almost 20 pounds that I've gained since January, So I did want to share this with you guys, and the fact that I feel like I'm doing it without, I'm doing it natural basically, where I'm working out, I'm eating the food, I'm consuming the calories. I feel like, it's really a good thing for me to share with you guys. So that's why I was so excited to want to share this at this point, because I have, it is my journey. We're all on this journey. So I just wanted to go ahead and share this video and those tips with y'all and what all your girl been doing, so we can all get thick together. Because I told y'all once I figured it out, I was going to share it and we going to get thick, sis. Okay? I got us. The last thing I want to say is that something that really does matter is learning your body type as well. Because that's going to tell you, for one, how much of a carb, protein, and fat you need to consume, and also how your body digests food. So it's like an endomorph. Let me see if I can find it. So it's a ectomorph, a mesomorph, or an endomorph. So you have to figure out which one of those you are. Look that up and just see what they mean, because that also plays a really big part in estimating how much protein, carb, and fat you're probably trying to eat based off of what you've already been eating. And it also just helps you know how your body digests food. So that's also really, really important. But yes, y'all, that is basically my weight gain journey thus far, how I've been doing it. Like, don't give up. I know that whenever we try to gain weight, we kind of get some lip about it from people, because people feel like the only type of weight adjustment that is good and exceptional is losing weight, but that's actually very, very false. A lot of people are not confident with their bodies. Even when you're tiny, when you're skinny, you still have a lack of confidence. That's possible. So it's not just weight loss that matters. Weight gain also matters, and it matters because you're reaching your level of confidence. So if that describes you, don't conform to the beliefs and ideas of others. Continue to want to do what makes your body feel good. And gaining weight, y'all, is absolutely not a bad thing to do, especially if you're doing it in a healthy way, So continue to eat, continue to work out in that gym, okay? Get fine on them shits, okay? I'll be right here doing mine. You do yours, and when you get the results, let me know in them comments, okay? So thank you guys so much for tuning into your girl's video today. I truly appreciate you guys. I hope this video did help. If it did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And without further ado, I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Wow.